Y'all killing me with this.
This guy is legitimately about to like talk conspiracy talk, as if maybe Hasan had this whole big plan as to like sleeper cell Ethan, to like become friends with him and potentially sway his audience into thinking a little more on his terms than the way that Ethan thinks, you know? And that's something that Ethan cares about a lot. If Ethan's audience doesn't think exactly the way that he thinks, I mean, you might as well be banished to the underworld, my friend, because Ethan's never going to put up with that shit.
Hell, he's proclaimed it loudly that he is a self-described propagandist.
I'm a propagandist.
Well, no.
For the record.
I'm not calling
I'm a
you that.
propagandist.
I'm just saying. I'm going to play you.
I'm saying I am.
Okay, well then,
I'm saying I am.
I just
before
want to
you
put
even play it.
A propagandist is much more than someone with a bias. It's someone who knowingly lies to further their political agenda.
And then I had a terrifying vision. Had I been duped? Was Hasan presenting a Trojan horse to my community, where he was just a left-leaning Democrat like myself, and as he said in the previous video, was funneling them into radicalization and turning them against me?
Liberals are some of the easiest to manipulate people on the fucking planet, dude.
I learned how much he hates liberals.
Dude, I hate.
Think about that.
I hate liberals, dude. I do. I hate them. I hate them so viciously.
Did he secretly despise me this whole time?
I'm sorry, dude. I hate liberals so much.
Did this man sit next to me for 2 years and pretend to be my friend?
Dude, liberals are a burden on this planet, dude. Liberals are the most, like, scummy, vile, fucking idiots. Liberals are incredibly stupid. I hate these petulant liberals, dumb fucking liberals.
What else is someone this sociopathic capable of?
Liberals are some of the easiest to manipulate people on the fucking planet, dude.
Was I being manipulated this whole time?
You know what's funny about that? Is if Ethan never didn't like fall out with this guy, if they were still friends, Ethan would not say what, like, none of that shit would matter to him. If they were still friends to this day, right? And somebody outside of H3 was like, yo, you know Hasan, he's been talking a lot of shit about liberals. As a matter of fact, here's like clips throughout the years. You could tell that they're clips throughout the years because his hair is different styles. He looks younger over here, different shit in the background. So, you know, he's been talking all this shit pretty much the whole time he's been streaming about liberals. Ethan would frame it and be like, well, you know, he's grown now. He's like a different person than he was back then. And then like, Ethan would go crazy out of his way to defend this guy. But now, Ethan wants to sit there and frame it like, was I a grown-ass man this whole time and somehow got manipulated as if I was a fucking child? Have I just been like, really that stupid this whole time? Like, he's sitting there trying to frame this as if Hasan had this like huge master plan, right? Which we all know Hasan's not smart enough to. This is the same guy who he thinks like houthi propaganda to like kill Americans and Jews is like a musical, you know? He's literally putting it on for his friends and like telling them, yo, this is the hottest Houthi musical you've ever seen. It's them like, hamda, hamda, da, and they're like waving guns around like, we're gonna kill Americans and the Jews will hang and die. Like, you know what I mean? He's like, yo, this is good shit, right? Guy is an idiot, okay? He's not coming up with these master plans to Trojan horse your audience and turn them into like Palestine supporters or whatever. And if you support Palestine as much as you say you do, then your audience probably does as well, right? So it's crazy to me for Ethan to go like, I basically am hearing him go, I have the mind of a 5-year-old child and I am very easily manipulated. And a man can literally come into my studio and completely manipulate me and my entire crew into basically getting him on the show so he can fucking poison us from within because none of us can think for ourselves. I mean, he actually might be right because Ethan really might be that stupid. I don't know.
That was my fear anyway. Regardless of his true beliefs, that broke my trust in him, and I pretty much ended the show immediately. And I felt guilty for my participation in mainstreaming Hasan. And for that, I apologize. I should have done more research, and I should have looked more deeply into who I was getting in bed with before they gave me chlamydia. Sorry, Hila. Over the past year since the show ended, I can...
So here's the thing. I mentioned this earlier. To sit there and say, oh, well, for that time that I had him on the show, I was mainstreaming him. And for that, I feel guilty and I'm sorry. How much could you possibly have, sucked your own dick saying that sentence? I can't think, your dick could not be further in the back of your throat saying a sentence like that. Because once again, Hasan already had a huge following before joining your show. It's the only reason you even had him on. A guy like you saw that and you said, well, we kind of think alike. You obviously clearly didn't even do your own research to look back at his past content to go, should I make a show with this guy? No, you just saw dollar signs. You go, he has a huge audience. I have a huge audience. We both think somewhat alike. You know what I mean? Okay, let's see if we can join forces and really make some goddamn money out of this. That's what I feel like. And now you're sitting there because this guy is streaming about shit that you don't like. You're trying to take him down. And for what reason, I have no idea. Did this guy fuck Hila or something? And I really don't know. Why would anyone go that far out of their way? There's no way you actually feel responsible for him. And if you do, that's delusional, my friend. That's delusional. That would be like if Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio were in the same movie together, right? And Brad Pitt goes, I did him a favor by bringing him onto the movie. It'd be like, nah, dude, he's Leo. What are you talking about? So what, you guys are in the same movie? That's cool. You guys both made some money out of it. That's the same thing. I feel like it's the same type of situation. Brad Pitt's never gonna fucking go on the news and go, I'm sorry for mainstreaming Leonardo DiCaprio like that. Everyone's gonna look at him like he's fucking crazy. They're gonna be like, you guys are the same.
Continue to watch Hasan platform, promote, and propagandize terrorist organizations. And every time it happened on Twitch, I would say, man, this time surely he went too far and someone's got to do something. But as the time went on, nothing happened and his views got more and more radical and more disturbing. I feel it's my obligation after mainstreaming someone like Hasan to take this on. And so it was war. Nuclear war.
I stand before you following the footsteps of intellectual giants.
One thing we've been hearing for
nothing
weeks.
but a simple man.
Now,
A simple
the
man
left
who understands
needs a Joe
right
Rogan.
from wrong.
Yeah.
You're an
Sometimes
important,
that's all that
influential
matters.
voice to a lot of
Democratic
people.
Party can-
I'm an idiot, I'm a dumb bimbo, I don't know what I'm talking about.
And there are some things
I've gotten numb to criticism like this. It's not. As a matter of fact, I seek it out now because I make content out of it. I think it's funny and fun.
And there are baby settlers as well.
Can you just shut the fuck up, bloodthirsty, violent
Doesn't matter if fucking rapes happen. That was the best editing that you're gonna see out of the entire video, and I guarantee you that was done by that Jarrell kid that they stole from Jimmy Lee or whatever, the guy that dude. You know what's crazy? I almost didn't even think about this until right now. So he's sitting there apologizing for Hasan, right? Saying well, now I feel like it's my mission to take down Hasan after mainstreaming him, right? And the worst thing Hasan has done has made a couple pro-Palestine streams online, right? Maybe, exposed his audience to a little bit of terrorist propaganda. No big deal. Yet, the guy that just made that edit, more than likely, was someone that he stole from this Jimmy Lee guy. Someone that he's platformed endless amounts of times, who has now been kicked out of the H3 sphere for what? Sexual harassment. Yes. Okay, so where's Jimmy's takedown video? Why doesn't Jimmy get some big, takedown style video and Ethan apologized to the audience for mainstreaming him? Where's that? That guy actually touched a girl inappropriately. I think that's way worse than just making a couple streams stating your opinion, if you ask me. I don't know. I might be crazy, you know? Maybe. I have no idea. But so in the next time code, I'm going to show you guys why, in my opinion, every single person should be pro-Palestine. There should be no pro-Israel right now, and Ethan's about to prove this to you with this one clip. Watch this.
Here's another incident of Hasan enjoying some Houthi propaganda.
See what I'm talking about? This guy is retarded. Hasan literally watches this type of like propaganda shit as if he's watching like Hamilton or something. Like as if he's watching Mormon the musical from the guys that created South Park. He legitimately takes so much enjoyment in watching this type of shit because he might as well be watching Wicked right now. You know, that's how he is. He's that stupid. So Ethan's making this hit piece about like an actual moron.
How can they not agree with the Houthis when this is the kind of music video that they're coming out with? They got a beautiful voice too. Yeah, Israel been real quiet since this drop, dude. The fucking mixtape.
Oh, Hasan, my sweet, naive friend. You say that Jews don't sing and dance like that? Then what the fuck do you call this?
Oh, shit!
That's right, bitch. What the fuck you stepping on our shit?
Fuck it, smoke to that.
Yeah, Israel been real quiet since this drop, dude. The fucking mixtape.
Ooh!
Got a beautiful voice too.
Look at how good the editing is here. This is top tier.
Israel been real quiet since this drop, dude. Israel been real quiet since this drop, dude.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got it.
Woo!
Houthis been real quiet since this drop, dude.
Bro, you cannot. It doesn't get any better than that. Give it up. Give it up for the Jews. And you should all be pro-Palestine because whatever the fuck that was that we just listened to, we gotta get rid of that shit, bro. You cannot be blasting that shit, bro. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Ethan's like, this is a kid's video. This is a kid's video. This is like if somebody made like a Kids Bop video, but it was a hit piece on Hasan. Instead of it being like, I'm just a bill. Yes, I'm only a bill. And I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill. Instead of it being that, it's Ethan Klein sitting there going, yo, Hasan is a really bad dude. Let's play this fucking Jewish bop. Dude, like this. That is just fucking insane, dude. And check this out, this guy. So this is what I'm saying. Hasan is an idiot, bro. Like, Ethan even brings out some pretty good examples of Hasan being an idiot. And if you're going to bring out these examples of him being this stupid, you might as well just not even make the video. I mean, this would be like if someone made a hit piece about the Village Idiot.
Pierce Morgan, with decades of experience, immediately surrenders when the genocide card is pulled.
When you're just a fucking stenographer, you're not a truth teller.
He has every right to defend himself. And grow a pair, Pierce. Stand up for yourself, man. It's time to stop being intimidated by these online overnight activists who couldn't even point to Gaza on a map before October 7th. Like Hasan, for example.
Doesn't know where Yemen is? Okay, I'm gonna click close. I'm closing it. I'm closing it. Nope.
Now look at this. Hasan, see, this is what I'm saying. Hasan's talking all this stuff about this Israel-Palestine conflict, right? This guy can't even point the fucking places out on a goddamn map. He's literally sitting here trying to point out Yemen on the map. He can't do it.
Nope. Got it.
How can
Finally.
you claim to act?
And here's the thing, though. I can't talk shit. I'm so bad with geography. Like, you could show me a map of the United States. I'm from New Jersey. I probably wouldn't be able to point out New Jersey on the map. I'm so bad with geography, dude. It's not even funny. My best friend actually calls me Magellan. That's her nickname for me, because I get lost all the time. I'm not even kidding. I'm one of those dudes that drives around, and if the GPS ain't on, I have no idea where I'm at. Not even a fucking idea. Not even a clue. And then here's the worst part. When I use the GPS, I only pay attention to the GPS. I don't even pay attention to like the landmarks or the road signs, nothing. So when that GPS, like when that trip is done, that whole trip is gone out of my memory. I don't retain any of it. Isn't that crazy? That's how bad I am with geography. So I feel for Hasan when he's getting ready to fucking point out Yemen on a map. It's like, you might as well ask me to point out like a star and be like, pull out the one named this. I'd be like, there's 10 million of them. I don't know where to start with this. You know, I'm so bad with it. It's not even fucking funny. So let's see. This next time code is labeled quick point on Houthi pirate. And then it's in brackets, says very quick. Not gonna lie, I don't remember what this one's about. I'm a little stoned.
There is no other way to describe this than terrorist propaganda. Not only is he platforming terrorist propaganda, right, uncritically, he's participating in it. He's enhancing it. He is not just a conduit. He is an active participant who's disseminating it to more and more people in a way more consumable form. This is extremely fucked up. But why should he care? Their flag doesn't say death to fucking Turks. It says curse upon the Jews. Hasan likes to obfuscate on this and says, nobody cares when Sean Penn interviewed El Chapo.
Sean Penn literally interviewed El Chapo. Exactly, dude.
Nobody is saying you can't have difficult conversations with controversial people. You just have to ask them hard questions, guys.
What? So this is what he's referring to. Let me contextualize this. Hasan ended up having this like this dude. He was like a really, really hot Houthi pirate. I think they had a nickname for him. It was like Tim Houthi Chalamet, because this guy kind of did look like a Middle Eastern version of Timothy Chalamet. So Hasan has this guy on his show. He's like, yo, man, we're about to have like this Houthi rebel on and all this. So Ethan gets pissed off because Hasan platforms this Houthi pirate, right? And then he compares it to Sean Penn interviewing like El Chapo. And he goes, yeah, you can interview controversial figures. You just have to ask them the difficult questions. Why? Why do you have to ask them the difficult questions? I've always like wondered that. Why can't Tucker Carlson just go to Russia and record him like having a podcast with Vladimir Putin? Like, why can't they just fucking hang out? Like, why does he have to sit there and go like, yo, man, what's happening with all your crazy ass policies, and start jamming down his goddamn throat about his relationships with America? Who gives a shit? Why can't Dennis Rodman go to North Korea, turn on a couple cameras, fire up some microphones, and just hang out with Kim Jong-un and just shoot the shit? Why does it have to be so fucking serious all the time? Maybe that's why these guys all fucking hate each other. Maybe that's why conflicts are constantly rising, because nobody listens to each other. They're all just in meetings with each other, trying to fuck each other over for their resources, waiting for their turns to speak to each other. Everybody asked, how Kim Jong? I don't know. I don't know where that joke was going. But seriously, why does it have to be like this big thing? Like, oh, you gotta ask them the serious question. So Hasan wanted to hang out with the fucking Houthi pirate because he thought he was cool. Who cares? Like, who gives a fuck? This whole thing, who gives a fuck? The only reason I'm even covering it, and I'm going to tell you right now, the only reason I'm even covering this is because Ethan made such a big deal out of it, and the shit ain't even that good. Watch it in its entirety. This thing, if you're not a 13-year-old, you're going to be very disinterested in this very quick. It was boring as shit. And like I said, he made it like a fucking Markiplier video or something, bro. People grow up, man. You got to understand that. And if you're going to make a video about big boy issues, you got to at least have some seriousness to it. Like, you could make this funny and not make it childish like this. And at some point, in the hour and 48 minutes of this, or whatever the fuck, 43, you just get to where this guy is like reaching for anything at this point. It's crazy.
Zero punishment. Hasan threatening a sitting congressperson. This one actually blew my mind. When I saw he tweeted that, I said, he's done after this for sure. For sure he is. For those that may not recognize this weapon, I'll explain. Shinzo Abe is a former Japanese prime minister. He served from 2012 to 2020. He was assassinated in July of 22 in a stunning fashion that left the Japanese public horrified. He was killed with a makeshift weapon that the shooter had built himself at home. So when Hasan saw this tweet that he didn't like, he posted the schematics in what can only be presumed as an invitation to someone in his fan base to build this weapon and then assassinate this sitting congressperson.
You know what happens when you assume, Ethan? You make an ass out of you and me, right? Now watch.
He wrote a tweet he did not like. I genuinely do not know how he didn't land himself in prison for making terroristic threats.
How? Okay, listen to that. We're gonna end it on this because I was done with this. I was so fucking. This shit was so boring to me. And after this, we're gonna take a little bit of a break from the week segment, man. It's like not even cool to cover Ethan anymore. You know, once he went on break and all these people started coming out with hate videos on him, I was like, man, it seems like a lot of people are hopping on this. And I know people hate on Ethan like his whole goddamn career. People have been hating on this guy. I get it, but it's like. Every week now? You know, I got to do this. I got to do this week segment every week, man. It's not even cool anymore. It's too much. We got to let it breathe a little bit. So let's end this on this one. He just got done talking this shit because Hasan had made a tweet, right? A tweet with like no context. It's very vague, that Hasan's tweet that he just brought up. Yeah, it's insinuating some shit, but it's not like Hasan wrote the text out in black and white, right? Now, in the beginning of this video, right in the intro, Ethan was like, hey, a lot of people, I've pissed off a lot of people on the internet. A lot of them might be you watching now. And then he played the clip of him saying what? Oh, this person's at an NRA meeting. Somebody should bomb the building. Right? You remember that? Actually, let me play that for you again. Ethan literally just got done saying that he's surprised that Hasan didn't land himself in jail for terroristic threats because of the tweet that we just talked about. Hasan posting a picture of a makeshift gun that some Chinese dude was assassinated with however many years ago. And he posted it in context to some politician in current day. Okay. Now, is that worse than you actually saying that somebody should bomb an NRA building? I don't know. Let's skip ahead a little bit. We get to the point to where Ethan talks about this. Look at this. We're literally about to hear him make a terroristic threat, basically.
Klein, it's been a while since we've last spoken. In that time, I've had 3 kids, all boys. I've lost 100 pounds, and I've pissed off 75% of the internet. Probably a lot of you guys, too. Actually talking about there at the NRA meeting that's today in Texas. Someone should bomb.
See, he don't even let the video finish out because he's worried about this clip, this whole Hasan Piker hit piece getting demonetized. Oh, the NRA meeting that's happening in Texas? Yeah, somebody should bomb the fucking NRA meeting that's happening in Texas. Let's give it up for Ethan Klein. And that'll do it for the week segment, of course. Let's turn on a couple more tunes and have ourselves a little bit of a smoke, and then we'll take a look at why Stavi is the fattest fuck in the biz.
And hold my fart like a bong rip.